Hi, it's Dawn from Ninja Bunny Crochet. Today I have for us to do the twin V-stitch. This can be considered a variation of the V-stitch, the double crochet V-stitch, or an extension of that stitch. It follows the same basic construction as a double crochet V-stitch, but you're pairing double crochets together to give it an overall a much bolder appearance and a more defined clusters, which gives a more dense pattern in your project. This can be used as in a blanket, a washcloth, clothing, anywhere where you use your double crochet V-stitch, you can use the twin V-stitch as well. So let's grab our hooks, grab our yarn, and let's start practicing the double crochet, the twin double crochet V-stitch. For today's example, I'll be using a J 6.0 millimeter hook and some worsted weight yarn. It doesn't matter what size hook you use or what size yarn, as long as your hook and your yarn match. The twin V-stitch, or double crochet twin V-stitch, however you want to word this, is in a multiple of 4. So what that means is you chain 4, and if that's how long you want your project to be, you're done. However, since that's a very small project, we're going to keep chaining multiples of 4 until we have our project as long as we want. So we're going to start with a chain of 28. We're going to go 5th chain from hook, so the loop on your hook does not count as a stitch. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we're going to start with 2 double crochets into that 5th chain from the hook. And the next chain, 2 double crochets. Skip 2 chains, 1, 2, and repeat. So 2 double crochets into the next chain, and 2 double crochets into the next. Again, skip 2 chains, 1, 2, and 2 double crochets into the next. And 2 more double crochets into the next chain. Please repeat this till you get to the end of the chain. You're going to have 2 chains left. When you get to the end, you're going to be in this chain here, right here. You're going to have 2 chains left. You're going to skip the one chain and put 1 double crochet into the last chain. I'll meet back up with you at the end of the chain. I'm at the end of row 1. We have those 2 chains left. We're going to do skip 1 and put a double crochet into the last stitch. And this is what our work looks like. To start row 2, we're going to chain up 3, 1, 2, and 3. Turn the work. We're going to skip the first 2 stitches. So the one directly under the chain 3. So we're going to go 1, 2, and in that 3rd stitch, we're going to place a double crochet. and then place another double crochet into that same stitch, 2 double crochets into the next, skip the next 2 stitches, 1, 2, and 2 double crochets into the next, and 2 double crochets into the next. Skip the next 2 stitches, 1, 2, and 2 double crochets into the next. And 2 double crochets into the next. Just like that. So if you notice, you'll be working in the 2 center stitches of the cluster below. We have the 4 stitches, 1, 2, 1, 2, and your next cluster on the row above it is going to be in those 2 center stitches. You skip 1, 2, 2 double crochet, 2 double crochet, skip, skip, 2 double crochet, 2 double crochet, skip, skip, 2 double crochet, 2 double crochet. Then you're going to be right at the end here, you're going to have that 1 double crochet and your turning chain. You're going to skip that double crochet and put a single double crochet into the top of the turning chain. I'll meet back up with you at the end of the round. I'm at the end of row 2. We have that 1 stitch and the turning chain. So we're going to skip the last stitch and we're going to go right into the top of that turning chain with a double crochet. So just got to get your hook right in there. And double crochet in the top of the turning chain. And there is row 2. So we'll go one more time. Chain up 3 for row 3. Turn the work. Skip the first 2 stitches, the one directly under the chain and the next stitch. And that 3rd stitch, 2 double crochets, and in the next stitch, 2 double crochets, skip the next 2, skip, skip, 2 double crochets into the next, and 2 double crochets into the next, skip, skip, and 2 double crochets into the next. Again, 2 double crochets into the next. And you just continue that pattern all the way to the end till you get to those last stitch. You're going to skip the last stitch and double crochet into the top of the turning chain. I'll meet back up with you at the end of the round. At the end of row 3, we have 1 stitch and the turning chain left. We're going to skip that last stitch and go right into that turning chain to do our last double crochet. And I'm just going to pull up there to show you what your work looks like. And just get the larger example out, and you can see this is a little bit longer, but you can see how the rows look when they stack up. They look just like what we were working on. So if you've liked this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that bell so you won't miss any of my tutorials. Thanks for watching and happy crocheting. Bye-bye.